So it's on. Okay. So, thanks for being here today, Ian Bagg.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
No problem. So, I would like to ask you a few questions.
All right.
So, first of all, so when do you know you wanted to be like a comedic performer?
I was pretty young. I was about 11 years old, and
Okay.
I figured out that to make people laugh, but I didn't know how because I grew up in Terrace, like how you could become a
Right.
comedian because we don't have anything like that around here. So it kind of fell apart, and then I ended up going to school in Vancouver, and I found a comedy club, and I tried, and I didn't go back to school.
That's pretty impressive.
Thanks, man.
No problem. Okay, so like what did you want to be, say, before a comedian?
Before I became a comedian, I was working in the mining industry,
Right.
and I was working with explosives.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to go along that route. I wanted to learn how to become an explosives engineer.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do you manage to balance your career and traveling with like time with your family?
So I travel every week, and I've made a deal with my wife that I come home on Sunday nights.
Oh yeah.
And I usually leave Wednesdays, so as long as I get home on Sunday nights, my wife's happy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like to spend a lot of time with them, but I also wear them out, so they want me to travel as well. Get out of the house, they say.
Well, I guess as long as like both you and your family are happy.
Yeah, we're happy. Yeah. She's a very independent woman. I had to find a person that fit my independence as well, and she likes her own time by herself as well. So that's the thing. Some guys, you have to make sure that they're that kind of person.
Well, happy wife, happy life.
That's right. That's what I say.
Movies.
That's awesome.
I know, right?
They're not lying.
Huh?
They're not lying.
Nope. Not at all. Right. So, like, do you ever get lonely, like, when you're on the road?
No, not really. Like, I'm a pretty independent person, so I like to do things myself. I like to go and explore. With my business, there's always someone around me.
Right.
Telling me what I have to do and where things like press. I'm always at press and stuff like that, going to newspapers and radio and podcasts and stuff. So sometimes you look forward to being by yourself. Getting back to the hotel and just sleeping for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the best part about your career as a comedian?
The best part of my career is that I've got to travel to places I never thought of even going. Like I ended up in South Africa, China, Europe, all over the place. And
right.
So I would have never thought of going to South Africa and end up performing there. And then because I'm performing, they take me to see special places that most people don't get to see. So yeah, it's been nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Right. Okay. So this is like kind of a more serious like question. So like, do you know like what the statistics are for substance abuse like in the comedy part of in comedian business?
I don't know specifically for comedian, but I do know entertainers struggle quite a bit with drugs and alcohol.
Right.
And it's mostly because we're in the area of drugs and alcohol a lot. Like they serve alcohol at the places that we do, and we're offered the alcohol for free, and people, and it's kind of a party atmosphere.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can get caught up in it, and sadly, mental health has got a lot to do with it. Some guys struggle with mental health, and the booze kind of covers that up, or the drugs cover that up. So it's probably about the same as everybody else. It's just more exposed.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so like, guess one more question. This isn't really listed. Like, how long did it take you to get good at, I guess, being a comedian? Did you ever struggle at all?
Oh yeah. The thing about it's like anything, right? It's if you could do it, you would be, and we're being the best in the world at anything. As soon as you started, it would be so much simpler. But you have to learn. You have to make mistakes.
Yeah.
You have to thicken your skin up, and by not being very good at times, and learning how to figure out how to, if something's going wrong, how to make it better. And I would say it took me about probably about you know, I was good 5 years in, but I'd say it took me about 10 years before I was really good, you know, like where,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I should be. I was able to get work 5 years in, but I was able to do it.
Did you cut?
She's like, no. Yeah, so, you know, it's yeah, you know, it's learning and failing, like anything else.
Right.
And I think it was fun. I think it should be something you should be excited about is failing, you know?
Right.
Because if everything was perfect all the time, it'd get very boring. But if you can learn how to fail and figure out how to things, it's, you know, it's good.
Yeah. And I've come to learn, like, just recently that, you know, you kind of have to open yourself up to failure, because what's life if failure's not an option?
Yeah, absolutely. If it's always going up, you never get to go down. It's not a roller coaster, right?
No.
So, yeah. So, and I think you should want to. You know, it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah, like, so I guess gamble, so to speak, like, even when you can't afford to lose.
Yeah. Absolutely, and try something. You know, you never know what you're gonna like. You might not like it. You may think I want to be a comedian, and then you try to go, nah, it's not for me. Which is fine. Which is fine as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. Are you a comedian?
Well, you know, people are recognizing that I have a sense of humor, and I'm actually kind of being encouraged to become a comedian.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go to an open mic and just you know, try a couple minutes.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I would actually like to do that.
Then you should find some. I'm sure there's an open mic in town where they have musicians and stuff playing.
They do have open mic.
Yeah, and go up there and just start with, you know, only a couple minutes. You don't have to do an hour the first time. Just a couple minutes, try a couple jokes, and see how you feel about it.
Well, thank you for that advice.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No problem. I look forward to seeing you.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, I think that's all the questions I have here, so thanks for the interview.
Thank you, bud.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.